On May 14th, in the Great Hall of the People, the world's two most powerful men shook hands and agreed to stop fighting. Markets exhaled, capitals recalculated, and in New Delhi, a quiet alarm began to ring. For 20 years, India built its rise on a single bet, that Washington and Beijing would always need it more than they needed each other. Today, the foreign ministers of America, Japan, Australia, and India meet in New Delhi to test that bet. What happens next will shape the next decade. Here's why. The summit itself produced almost nothing on paper. No binding deal, just a fragile trade truce and a promise to meet again this fall when Xi Jinping is expected in Washington. For India, the danger was never confrontation between these two giants. It was reconciliation, a combined America's nearly $32 trillion economy and China's over $20 trillion economy, learning to manage their rivalry directly. When the world's two largest economies start policing their own peace, the fastest growing major economy risks becoming an afterthought. Last fiscal year, China overtook America to become India's largest trading partner, roughly $151 billion in trade and a record deficit of nearly $112 billion. India bought $132 billion of Chinese electronics and components and sold back under 20. America is the mirror image. India's biggest export market, an $87 billion trade, a surplus of nearly $34 billion. One giant supplies India's factories, the other funds its prosperity. That is the vise, and the tariffs only tighten it. 50% in 2025, cut toward 18% in February, then struck down by the Supreme Court, leaving India on a temporary 10% rate without a binding deal. Dependence on one side, pressure from the other. For New Delhi, that's not leverage, it's exposure. So how does this play out? Three futures. In one, the truce holds, and India must pay for relevance. With energy contracts and the $500 billion shopping list Washington keeps citing. In another, the rivalry returns over chips and Taiwan, and India's swing value comes roaring back. The likeliest is messier still. Neither war nor peace, a permanent renegotiation. Here is what the alarmists miss. India is the world's fastest growing major economy, growing near 6.5%, on track to become the third largest by the end of the decade. An economy that big does not wait to be invited to the table, it builds its own. India should not fear a calmer Washington and Beijing. It should make itself so essential to global supply that no deal between them can root around it. Get that right, and the next decade bends toward New Delhi, not away from it.